Disclaimer. This video and all its contents are Ngozi's opinion and that of some people who contributed. We're all entitled to our opinions, so enjoy.
Hello everyone, welcome again. My name is Ngozi, and on this webisode of the Ngee Show, I am talking about the Nigerian 2015 elections. The election shenanigans, the saga that is unfolding. I'm not going to tell you where I stand. I'm actually quite bipartisan, to be honest, but I'm not going to give you any strong opinions on either of the parties. I'm going to tell it as it is. February 14th is a very big day. People complain a lot about Nigeria. One of the things I hate the most is, say you've just landed, especially on international flights, and then the escalator is not working. Oh, welcome to Nigeria. Oh, in your 30 minutes or 1 hour waiting for your luggage, you've heard 100 bad things about this country. Meanwhile, the people who are complaining are the same people who will not vote. They are the same people who throw trash out of their cars. They are the same people who treat their domestic staff like slaves. So, if you're one of the people complaining, go out and vote. Let your voice be heard. Now, I don't even complain that much anymore. I take it as I see it. And I know it's not good. You would think that Ngozi or I would be the kind of person who complains, but there's a lot of sides to that story. Okay, so that said, the saga is very interesting. A lot of people forget that APC and PDP are not the only political parties in Nigeria. There's actually 14 political parties in Nigeria. And you may cover your mouth now. Yes. I couldn't believe it. I was like, who are these people? So I took the initiative of going to the INEC website, and it's actually very informative. It's not shabby. You know, all the information you need is on there. Unfortunately for us as Nigerians, a lot of us just like to go on with what we see on social media. Somebody posts this and this. Hey, see. We don't actually go to where the information is to look for the information. So very quickly, I want to actually read out the political parties in Nigeria for you. Do not get bored. There's 14 of them. Now, before I read them out, I want to say this. We only recognize two. Okay, no. I feel bad. We don't only recognize two, but the reality of it is PDP and APC are the two big wigs. They are the ones with the most money, blah, 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 blah. And as a result of that, they're the ones that we see at the forefront. So what I think will happen, and a friend of mine, we always have all these political discussions, said to me, it's a business transaction. So what happens is one of these other guys from one of these other parties like Kowa Party. As I was Kowa, anyway. There's a party called Kowa, K-O-W-A. And so what they do is, in their own small way, they gather up, their own group of people who are supporting them. And what happens close to the elections is one of them will now go to either Jonathan or Buhari and say, hey, look, I have these people who want to come to your side. I will declare that I'm no longer running, and then my people will come to you. What can I get from you? It's a business decision, because in reality, you cannot win. Things like Obama's don't have, and people say, oh, look at Obama's campaign. He didn't come out from nowhere. He had been a politician for quite a while. We just didn't know about him in this part of the world, right? Okay. Anyway, so there's A, Accord Party, AA, Action Alliance, ACD, Advanced Congress of Democrats. ACPN, Allied Congress Party of Nigeria, AD, Alliance for Democracy. See, AD used to be popular one time. Anyway, ADC, African Democratic Congress, APA, African People's Alliance, APC, All Progressives Congress, APGA, All Progressives Grand Alliance, CPP, Citizens Popular Party. I'm so sorry. CPP, I'm sorry, I was just joking. DPP, Democratic People's Party, Fresh Democratic Party, HDP, Hope Democratic Party, ID, Independent Democrats, KP, Kowa Party, LP, Labour Party, MPPP, Mega Progressive People's Party. Hey! Yeah, no. NCP, National Conscience Party. Yeah. That's so sweet though. Oh. Okay. NNPP, New Nigeria People's Party. PDC, People's Democratic for Change. Don't make mistake, it's not PDP. PDM, People's Democratic Movement. PDP, People's Democratic Party. PPA, Progressive People's Alliance. PPN, People's Party of Nigeria. SDP, SDP, Social Democratic, or maybe some of these are now defunct, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, UDP, UPN, UPP, Party, Progressive, People, Democratic, those are the common words. Those are the buzzwords when you hear about parties. So there's a ton of parties. And in fact, there's even a woman under, I think it's COA, under the COA party. Yes, she's running for president. Comfort Oluremi Shonaya. She's a PhD holder, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, we have a whole bunch of other people. There's another 12 people running for president, apart from General Buhari and our incumbent, His Excellency Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Now, for those people who say, no, I'm voting for Buhari. Why? Because we must change from Jonathan. You have 12 other options. So I hear people that say things like, I'm voting for Buhari. I don't like him. I don't even like anything he stands for. But Jonathan must go. There are 12 other names to vote for. I'm not saying don't vote for Buhari. I'm saying there are 12 other options. Stop following the crowd. Go and read up on something. I mean, okay, I feel you. Those other guys are probably not going. No, not probably. Are not going to win first or second place, in my opinion. However, don't say I'm not voting for Buhari because I need change. I'm not voting for Jonathan, but for Buhari because of change. If you don't want to vote for Buhari, don't vote for Buhari. So, I've looked at the manifestos of both parties, so I've left the others. The others, sorry, you people are not the ones that we're talking about. I'll start from the fact that there has been so much harassment in the media. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Posters everywhere, north, south, east, and west. Billboards have been overtaken. I honestly think, and I say this to the politicians, it is an abuse of power. It is rude and it is wrong. I'm sorry, it's too much. It is entirely too much. You cannot be talking about beautifying a nation. You cannot be talking about making our nation move forward and be putting posters on the ground, on the road sidewalks, on barbed wired fences, on trees that are supposed to beautify our country. They'll be slapping posters on there. Why? Because you think that 100 posters means I've not seen the two that you put before. I think that this poster pasting, I went to Enugu last year in November, not Enugu, I went to Warri. My goodness. You guys think Lagos is bad? Yeah, no. It is bad all over the country, except of course in the north. I've looked at both manifestos and everybody has something to say about everything. PDP has something to say I'm talking about every topic from education to economy to industrialization, health, internal security, communication, education, water supply, energy. And I'm talking about the PDP manifesto now. Everything you've said, I hate to say, it just sounds like talk. Because if you've been in power for the past 8 years and you indeed had all these things in mind and we haven't seen evidence of them, then I wonder what you're writing about. They talk about everything from we will create free education for all. How? Like, do you need another 8 years to do that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They say Nigeria needs a speedy resolution of problems. Yes, we do. However, you've been the ruling party for 8 years. So, again, the question people would pose is, how did we get here? If indeed you guys have typed up this very, very long, their manifesto is 36 pages. Very long. There's a part where they talk about agriculture. And it says, PDP principal program shall be the development of agriculture. So it says principal. So at the top of its list is agriculture. Self-sufficiency in food production throughout the year. Making agriculture profitable. Creating and strengthening necessary institutions. The protection of farmers against all hazards. A PDP government shall facilitate the access to cheaper and better agricultural inputs, including farm tools, blah, 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 blah. Promote fish, aquatic, and livestock production. Facilitate the access of farmers to agricultural loans. So the question I have is, did they just realize that these things need to happen? Or has it always been in the plan, but you know, there had been an impediment to this growth. Maybe the oil was booming, now it's no longer booming, so we need to find other things. Now, I've talked about PDP, I'm laughing about it. But it's not that different from the APC manifesto. In fact, there's a line in the APC manifesto after the initial preamble that says, the making of this competent team, he's talking about, Buhari is talking about Nigeria and where Nigeria needs to go. The making of this competent team has become more urgent and imperative, but this can only be achieved through resilience and courage. He now adds, I, Muhammadu Buhari, have now come to the rescue. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, but okay, he has come to the rescue. So, you talk about the same topics from energy to healthcare to agriculture, which is fine. They're supposed to do that. My challenge again is there are certain things that you guys say, and it's almost kind of clear that you're not going to do it, right? And I'm not criticizing. I'm saying, I guess for me, the plus for APC is that they are not the ruling party, so we don't know. For PDP, it's unfortunate because they are the ruling party and the country is where it is today, which is why a lot of people are talking about change. On economy, APC says something. They said, maintain sound micro and macroeconomic policy environment and run an efficient government and preserve the independence of the central bank. How? APC also says on agriculture that they will revive our agricultural research institutes that are in a state of comatose. They also said they will make Nigeria the world's leading exporter of LNG through the creation of strategic partnerships. Now, again, I actually want to say the only difference between the APC one and the PDP one is that the APC one, they are not the ruling party. So there's a chance that somebody can say, but they've not tried. Let them try. The question then is, in 4 years, if they haven't done it, or if they haven't done part of what they're going to do, then there will be another discussion. On education, it says, targeting up to 20% of our annual budget for this critical sector, whilst making substantial investments in training quality teachers at all levels of the educational system. Now, if APC comes into government, what we as citizens need to do is ask if they have invested indeed 20% of the annual budget into this, into education. So they both have, I'm saying all this to say, both parties have manifestos. So I was now thinking, based on these manifestos that I've read, and they all say they're going to provide free education at all levels, they're going to, I think Buhari even said he's going to destabilize the office of the First Lady, yadi, 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 blah, 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 blah. And I said, okay, let me look at the information they're putting out there. Unfortunately, PDP, they've not helped. I respect Sir Alex Otti. He's running for governor in Abia State, but his team put out this awful video. My friend sent it to me. They took it out in a matter of hours, I think. It's unfortunate. If you didn't see it, you missed a fantastic Nollywood trailer. They said, click. I was like, oh, Alex Otti, I like the man, let me click. The first thing was thunder. My people of Abia State, I see your pain. I was like, eh? So, the synopsis was that was supposed to be the voice of God. And at the point, God or Jesus, I don't know, now called Alex Otti. He now did like this. My here I am saying, what are the PR teams doing? Because I know this, I've had the privilege of meeting him. The man is brilliant, and I don't understand how that happened. It was taken down in a matter of hours. Then the governor of Governor Fayoshe now put one in the paper talking about enough state burials. This ad. What does this mean? Then another PDP person put out an article saying Buhari will do to Lagos State, to Nigeria, what Fashola did to Lagos. I'm thinking, what Fashola did to Lagos? If that's what Buhari will do to Nigeria, I would take Buhari. So PDP, the PR teams need to be checked because the messages are just all over the place. They're just, and then I saw an ad, this ad, The first time I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like a Heineken ad, because I saw the green star, the red star, the green background. But then it was a Jimmy Agbaje ad saying, I am not one of them. One of whom? Who is them? Okay, so the PR guys, I don't think they're doing a very good job, because everybody is shouting, oh, good luck, Jonathan, our girls. Because as a normal citizen, sorry, I'm rambling. As a normal citizen of Nigeria now, who is just regular, I'm not that learned or whatever. All I know is there are girls who were kidnapped, they were not found. They are bombing every day. We don't want to see war in Nigeria. If there's no Nigeria, there's nowhere to rule. And our leaders must realize this. Now, we go back to, so that's PDP and their downside. The PR is a hot mess. I'm sorry, I don't know what is going on. They put out a video recently of the president exercising and lifting dumbbells that were like the size of my phone. I respect Mr. President, but the PR team, they need to do a better job. Now, APC. I have to say that it's possible that because APC is the underdog, they are fighting a better PR battle. However, what I will say is that I live in Lagos, so unfortunately the bastardization of the posters has blinded me. I cannot see anything. What I do now is I try to be very myopic when I'm driving. I'm looking forward so that I don't see any posters. The presidential aspirant for APC, Buhari, has been in the military regime. He was president of Nigeria. And the people who remember it vividly say he wasn't a good ruler, the times were not so good. Unfortunately for those people who remember it, the people, the citizens today don't remember it as much, and so they have, I guess, a better chance. However, I've also heard the speeches. Yeah, no. And that's probably why PDP can take a shot and talk about, oh, he might die in office. I mean, that is just a low blow. Why would anybody say that? I think that was rude and below the belt. So PDP is taking a lot of jabs at APC, asking about Buhari certificates and da-da-da-da-da. And I thought you only needed SSC, you know, secondary school certificate to run for president. So if that's the case, I thought he had that. So I don't understand why that's an issue. In the same vein, APC is also taking a lot of jabs at PDP by consistently talking about the current state of affairs and of affairs in the country, and talking about how they're not ruling well and da-da-da-da-da. And the Jonathan side of things are saying Boko Haram and the insurgencies in the north are a political agenda, that APC are the reason why, that once Buhari comes into power, it will end. I'm ranting. I'm talking too much. Whether you vote APC, PDP, COA, Fresh, Ray of Hope Party, Light of Sun Party, the bottom line is our vote is our voice. There is a lot of, I can't believe I'm going to say this, higgy, haga, and krinkum krankum going on right now. And February 14th is a major day for us. Let us stop taking jabs at all the parties. They reduced the pump price of petrol by 10 naira. This is what I'm saying about this PR thing. Look, you cannot buy people. Politicians come out right before the elections and start throwing rice at people. They start throwing money at people. And then once they get into power, they forget everything that they promised. I mean, Lagos State, Fashola was a great, I don't remember a governor like Fashola, and maybe because of all the things that he has done. I love the man, he's charismatic. I really pray that we can get more leaders who will connect more with the people. The elites are sitting back talking about, oh, social media this, oh, hashtag this, hashtag that. You're talking about people, the mass who go out to vote are those people that they're giving rice and plantain because their daily needs need to be met. Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, whatever it is that you believe in, pray for Nigeria and pray for the peace of Nigeria, because a country divided, you know, cannot stand. If we choose to divide peacefully, that's another issue. But war, my parents told me about the war. Nobody wants to see war. Nobody wants to see a break that is catastrophic. Nobody wants to see what is going on in the north of Nigeria if you don't live in the north. I'll leave you with this because I'm a Christian. I want to say that may the peace of God that passes all understanding keep your hearts and mind in the perfect love of Christ, because we don't want to see war. So let our voices be heard on February 14th. Whoever it is that you vote for, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Thank you for watching. My name is Ngozi, and until next time, keep it real.